This is the Mech Fans Toys Advanced Emitter, figure number 49, or their version of a legend scaled G1 styled blaster. Always wondered what this one looked like and how he would fare with my Magic Square voice ripple. So let's get him out of packaging. All right, blaster in his alt mode. We have the instruction sheet and this. Oh, it's a clear one of his minions. It's a clear version of one of his minion, Steeljaw or Ramhorn. Looks like Ramhorn, so I guess this is the clear version. Okay, instruction sheet for Emitter. Very nice artwork. We'll get to that in a while. Yep, we've got Ramhorn, the minion. We've got this G1 styled blaster. Blaster's blaster. And finally the figure in alt mode. Pretty neat. And here is Emitter out of packaging, or legend scale G1 styled blaster. And this figure is amazing. I cannot believe how well this figure turned out. Now he comes with two versions of Ramhorn, a clear version and a regular version, brown version. We'll get to those in a while. He comes with his signature G1 styled blaster. Giving you a closer look at the details of this figure. This is so spot on blaster. Great colors, the red plastic gray bits that they used, light gray and dark gray, even the yellow, the colors and the white on his face. Absolutely G1 blaster, and I cannot believe how well this thing turned out. This is probably the only thing that's off for me, those kind of glittery metallic paint apps on his thighs, but everything else looks absolutely fantastic. I love the details of this figure. And you know what? If Hasbro is trying to develop a Kingdom blaster or an Earthrise blaster, they can really sure use some pointers from Mech Fans Toys. This is just how you do a blaster figure. Very simple. He transforms great. Lots of articulation for the figure. Great colors, great details, absolutely amazing. So speaking of articulation, the figure has a ball-jointed neck. He's got a waist swivel. He even has an ab crunch. You lower down this crotch piece right here, and he can actually, he does have a little bit of a 90-degree ab crunch. He's got a ball-jointed shoulder, bicep swivel, hinge elbow, double hinge elbow because of transformation. Well, not really. It's really just a double hinge elbow. Swivel wrist, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, hinge knees, rocker pivot, and a little bit of toe articulation because of transformation. And look at this head sculpt. I mean, if that's not blaster, I don't know what is. So if Hasbro can do something like this, less stylized, just a lot of good lines, great proportion for a blaster figure. Oh my goodness, that would be really nice. So let's do some size comparisons. Here he is with Magic Square Voice Ripple, or their version of Legend Soundwave, with Ravage. And the scale is not a perfect fit. I thought Soundwave was about the same size as Blaster back in G1, but if you look at the G1 toys, the G1 Blaster was way bigger than the G1 Soundwave, so I guess this is fine. But even so, even if the scale is kind of a little bit off, I still like how they look together. Even Ravage with Ramhorn, it's a very nice scale. I love it. I'm really digging this. I hope Mech Fans Toys is planning on doing more minions for Blaster, because this is absolutely an amazing figure and he deserves more minions. Transformation, okay? Get rid of this blaster right here. Let's start with his minions, the Ramhorn cassette tapes. They actually just open up like this. Not entirely sure why they have to open up. Maybe it's to facilitate an ease of pulling out the Ramhorn head, but that's the only reason I can see why you'll have to open them up. And that's a clear tape. It will fit nicely here. And the way to open it, you can stick your fingernail right in there, but to save you the trouble, you open it like a regular tape deck on a boombox. Those of you who don't know what a tape deck on a boombox is, you are so lucky to be so young. Just open it like that, and you can put the cassette or the minion right in there and close it up right there. So pretty cool. And then Ramhorn again, the colored version. Go ahead and flip that up. Okay, that's that. Pretty neat. Transform the main figure. What you want to do is probably fold just the arms, get them out of the way. And this waist piece right here, you're going to swivel it right there and fold it down like that to form that front part of the radio. Okay, head is going to go down like this. You can look up, fold down like that, and in he goes. Okay, the arms, you're going to stay right here, fold up this way, and then fold down the arms this way, and they're just going to stay right there. And most of the transformation really happens in the legs, so we'll get to that right now. Okay, the radio handle, you got to fold it up like that right here, and then this panel right here is going to fold down like that. Same with this one. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to open up this panel right here. There's some clearance issues, a little bit. Just make sure you don't scrape too much plastic. That and like that. Okay, and then what you're going to do is the feet. You're going to fold them down like this, and then rotate, fold it down like this, and then fold it back, just like that. Okay, do the same on the other side. Fold it here, rotate, fold it back, and fold down those toes. And that's that. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to fold everything like this, and then tab it onto that shoulder. It's a very, very solid transformation right there. Like this, and like that. And once you've done that, all that's left is the radio, the boombox handle. Fold it like this. There is Emitter in his boombox radio cassette player alt mode. It looks really nice. I don't see any way you can store the weapon. The instructions don't say anything. I guess you could just have him hold it if you wanted to. I mean, if you absolutely must store it in alt mode, store it there at the back, but no need. Okay. The only problem I have in this alt mode is really the handle. It just loves to droop like that. There's no clicking or ratcheting or anything to keep him staying in place, but not to worry. I mean, it's fine. Okay. So absolutely wonderful. I'm just really enjoying this piece. And so some final thoughts on this figure. I think Mech Fans Toys did an absolutely amazing job with this figure. This figure is such a blast. I do hope Hasbro takes pointers from Mech Fans Toys and do something like this in the Voyager class scale for Earthrise or for Kingdom for their own version of Blaster. The figure is going to get a 10 out of 10 for me, and you can see how nicely he scales well with the leader class Optimus Prime. Absolutely amazing. If you're into the legend scale G1 styled figures, this figure is an absolute must-have. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed my little review of the Mech Fans Toys figure number 49, Emitter. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this figure. And as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. And as a treat to all of you who stayed till the end of the video, thank you so much. Here is something I forgot to do in my previous video for Mech Fans Toys Rebels, or the Legend Scaled Orion Pax. Here he is with the Power of the Primes Orion Pax and the Siege Voyager class Optimus Prime. And what I did notice though is the head sculpt of the Mech Fans Toys is so eerily similar to the Power of the Prime's head sculpt. the resemblance is uncanny, change in colors and all that, but the head sculpt is a dead ringer or smaller scaled version of the Power of the Primes, which I absolutely love. Take nothing away from the Power of the Primes Orion packs. It is a great figure, but this one, the Mech Fans Toys, looks so much like how he did in the cartoon, except for that huge backpack and all that. And as some of you have mentioned, the gun that the Mech Fans Toys uses is also a dead ringer for the Power of the Primes blaster, as you can see right here. It's just a smaller scaled version. And again, big thanks to everybody who told me to do a comparison with the Power of the Primes Orion packs. So